Special K.
I am Special K. Hey. Hey, stepdaddy. Okay, so yeah, my book. My book is, it's a 30-day devotional, or you can read it straight through as a book, and it's called Journey to Forgiveness. And Journey to Forgiveness came about because my oldest daughter, who suffers from mental illness, was pregnant 3 years ago, and they took her off all of her medicine, and she went into a mental rage, and she tried to kill me. So, in my healing process, I realized that my daughter needed her mother, and the only way that I could be my daughter's mother was if I forgave her. So from that, Journey to Forgiveness was birthed, and we all have some forgiving to do, so read it. The journal goes hand in hand with it, or it can be separate, just in case you like to write. They're $10 a piece, only $10. Woo! Woo! There you go. All right. Now, I'd love to, before I get started, I'd love for you guys to come out and join me at Carry 100 every Wednesday. I'm there with the awesome True. We have Purely Spoken. Bring your talents, come out, hang out with us, showcase. We are there. Doors open at 8. Show starts at 9, and I'm available for booking. So you can reach me at Divine Miss Kim Enterprises on Facebook. That's DVNMSKM Enterprises on Facebook. Or Divine Miss Kim, DVNMSKM on Instagram, or Divine Miss Kim at gmail.com, and Divine Miss Kim is my Cash App and my Venmo if you want to support. Without further ado, I'm going to bring some pieces to you tonight, and the first piece that I'm going to give is actually in the book. Mental illness is real. Don't just check on family and friends. You got to do more than that. 730 days. 730 days. That's how long it's been, you know. 730 days since my feet have felt the force of the ground as I pounded the pavement, and my lungs have pushed the wind called air through my body, and I've rounded the corner while my brain has convinced my every muscle to just carry me one more mile. I used to enjoy that kind of thing, an early morning run. It's been 17,520 hours since I've last tasted the satisfaction of gainful employment. And did I mention it's been 525,600 minutes times 2 since I last remember life without the pain of an all-day, everyday headache. 730 days since I remember anything, actually. It's 10 a.m. Tick-tock goes the clock. Have I locked the kids in the bedroom yet? It's 10:05. Has the bashing of my head begun? It's 10:10 a.m. Has my son attempted to save me yet? It's 10:15. Have you kicked me, knocked me into the dresser? Have I pleaded, begged, and traded with God to just not let me die with my children in the house? It's 10:20. Have the neighbors shouted that they're calling the police? It's 10:29. Thank you, God. It's over. 730 days. 730 days, and I still love you. I always will, because that is the love of a mother to her daughter. Grow with me. When I was a kid of 12 or 13, I had already created worlds that you'd never even dreamed. I could take anything and meld it together to create beautiful art unlike any other. When I was a kid of 12 or 13, I won't go so far as to say I was the popular one, but let's be honest, I knew everybody, and everybody knew of me. Everybody knew of me. When I was a kid of 12 or 13, the white girl on the cover of 17, man, she was beauty extreme. And then there was me. When I was a kid of 12 or 13, black wasn't bold and black wasn't beautiful. Black was pitiful, and black was me. When I was a kid of 12 or 13, I knew when they said things like dream big and don't be afraid to dream, they weren't talking to the likes of me. You see, when I was a kid of 12 or 13, they didn't say to me, reach for the stars. Instead, they said, reach for practicality. I could be a teacher, but not the principal. I'd be lucky to be a nurse, but to be a doctor was much too outrageous. When I was a kid of 12 or 13, I had learned to walk in a way that would cause no one to notice me. Don't draw attention, and try not to mention this blackness, as if I could magically hide all of this color. Creativity covering me. When I grew to be what I thought was adult me, let's say 22 or 23, I discovered my sexuality, and my sexuality consumed me. When I grew to be what I thought was adult me, again, we'll say 22 or 23, I knew the definition of promiscuity, and I knew it intimately. When I grew to be what I thought was adult me, again, we'll say 22 or 23, my Lady V was the queen bee, and everybody wanted just a taste of my sweet, sweet honey. And when I grew to be what I thought was adult me, I'll just say 22 or 23, there wasn't anything you or anybody could tell me. I knew it all, and baby, trust me, my world was not that small. And when I became a woman of age, I'm just gonna say 33, I created worlds you've never even seen. And when I became a woman of age, again, I'm only going to say 33, I became the thing, twisted and melded, now a beautiful work of art. Something I always was from the start. When I became a woman of age, just to satisfy your curiosity, I'll say 33, I created the magazine, graced its cover, and commanded the stage. When I became a woman of age, we'll say 33. Black was fierce. Black was fire. Black was bold. Black was beautiful. And black was me. I want to say to you, keep your head up. Tomorrow's another day, and trouble don't last always. But then, as I walked away, there'd be no truth or pride held within my sway. I want to tell you I'm sorry for all that you've had to witness, all you've had to go through, and the crosses you've been forced to bear. But I am sick of saying I'm sorry. And I am tired of hearing you utter that irritating phrase. You see, I'm sorry is reserved for when you or I have done something wrong, a sin for which we must atone, and we have done nothing wrong short of being black and living where some consider out back. We've no sin to atone except for walking alone or possibly hovering around like some drone. Sorry. I want to encourage you. But, and hear me when I say, black is not wrong. Walking is not wrong. Living is not wrong.
standing, sitting, or anything viewed as a civil right handed to us through legislation and inherent freedoms is not wrong. I want to encourage you. I want you to know that I love you, my king. I want you to know that I support and value you, my queen. I want you to know that you are not wrong. And if anyone would take a moment to look at you, they would see nothing but strength, for you are the very definition of strong. And when I look at you, I see kings and queens, descendants of a rich African heritage and royalty, more than some made-up Marvel or Wakandian fantasy. There is strength in your hips, and legacy rests on your shoulders. And every time there is trauma, death, and massive crime, it is attempted robbery of the legacy your ancestors left behind. I want to encourage you. An inheritance that cannot be gutted is hidden within your vine. Stay away from those colors. Live your life to the fullest, and don't allow the red and blue to dictate who they think or want you to be. For they are taking your life and your breath, just as men and women seek and hate, try to end, steal, and steal your fate. I want to encourage you. Don't be afraid of men and women in blue. It is their job to serve and protect you. Be dignified, even when holding them to a standard of accountability. Remember, there is perseverance in your muscularity. I want to encourage you. And I've got to remind you that it's time to put our weapons of mass destruction down. If only for a moment. Let us bask in the sun. Let him energize you. Let him encourage you, as I have tried to do. I am afraid of the dark. I'm afraid of the dark. I am afraid of the dark. Now mock me if you must, but I swear to you, this is no lark. I'm simply afraid of the dark. You see, it was dark when he came in. And they say he came in like a thief in the night, but I'm not so sure whose side of the story they're trying to tell. For if you ask my body, this spirit that pours forth from this well, he was a thief. He littered the ground with my entrails, and he promised not to miss any detail as he ravished me. A minister. He was sent to pray for me. Instead, he preyed upon me, so yes, I am afraid of the dark. And this is no walk in the park. It's not done for some hashtag likes or unfaithful followers. Instead, I choose to bring awareness and sharing this. You are not alone. You too? Me too. Girl, I got you. But I am afraid of the dark. And the truth is, I don't know if it was night or day when he was so bold and had his way, for my eyes were closed incredibly too tight to see any type of light, and I am afraid of the dark. And the worst part is, no, the worst part wasn't. The worst part wasn't seeing him enjoy my body like toasted turkey on rye while I was dry. No. The worst part was not having any family to see me cry, no friends to ask me why. I suddenly recoil at the mere mention of his name. And I am afraid of the dark. So afraid of the dark was I that I forgot to live in the light, and so filled with shame that I gave him instant fame in the spotlight of my head game. And I am afraid of the dark. No, I was afraid of the dark. I am stronger than him, and he doesn't win. This is my art, and I choose to impart. You are not alone. You too? Me too. Girl, I got you.
Again, I'm Special K. Thanks for having me. Follow me, get my book, get the journal. Come to Carry 100 for Purely Spoken.